WWE Survivor Series is this Sunday. It will see Raw versus Smackdown again. Now, I feel like this year's really suffered with the whole COVID thing. I think WWE's tried to not mix the rosters as much as possible. I think that's one of the reasons NXT are not included this year. Now, obviously, we could get some kind of invasion thing on SmackDown. You know, it's the final show before they will face each other on Sunday. It would make sense. I don't think we need an invasion. I think some people will just see that as build for the event because there hasn't really been a lot of build. So we will see. Obviously, it is also 30 years of The Undertaker. And apparently, Undertaker's final farewell. Whether it is, we have no idea. We'll find out Sunday if he's attacked and if there is another match in the future of The Undertaker. We will go more in depth with The Undertaker and the whole Undertaker 30 thing towards the end of the predictions. So if you are interested in what I've got to say about that, stick around. But we got to get on with the matches. We start off with Raw's US Champion, Bobby Lashley, versus SmackDown's Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn. Now, I think there's cases for both of these superstars to win. Sami Zayn is the underdog. He could probably come in and sneak a victory very easily here against Lashley. But I just feel like for the dominance factor, for maybe even like Cedric MVP and Shelton Benjamin, the Hurt Business getting involved, I just want to give it to Lashley. I think Lashley has been on a tear, and I think giving him another huge win will not hurt him at all. So I'm going to go Lashley. The Raw Tag Team Champions face the SmackDown Tag Team Champions as Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the New Day, take on the Street Profits. I think this is going to be great. I think this match will be cool. We wanted this, if you remember, a few weeks ago during the whole draft thing when they switched championships. They just handed each other's belts. Very weird. We wanted this tag match, and the fact we're now getting it a few weeks later is cool because we haven't been without it. I've loved how Street Profits have used Big E. Obviously, Big E's being on SmackDown. They've asked him for advice and stuff. He hasn't given it yet, but I wonder if he could be involved in the match. I'm going to give the match, however, to the Street Profits because I really don't think the New Day are going to be together much longer. And even if Big E is involved in this match, it's possible this is the turn against Kofi and Xavier. Not these sides of the Street Profits, but he just says, look, I'm out on my own. The Men's Traditional Survivor Series 10-man tag. And yes, what you see on screen is the only graphic I can find for the entire match. WWE are just lazy or what? Because Riddle, Braun is not on SmackDown. They're not part of Team Blue. So the teams will have to put them in. We got Team Raw, Keith Lee, Sheamus, AJ Styles, Braun Strowman, and Matt Riddle. And at the time of recording, it's currently Tuesday, you got King Corbin, Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, and Seth Rollins for Team SmackDown. Now, there's still a fifth member to go for SmackDown. I don't think it matters. I think Team Raw are winning this all night long. I think the fact that you've had no interaction, really, with Team SmackDown. They've not come together and united yet. Whereas the Raw's men's team has been doing tag matches and working together and then breaking up and then fighting each other and then back together again. It's chaos on Raw. But SmackDown, at least, they haven't done anything together. So I do feel like Raw will get that win. I'm fine with that. Then we turn to the Women's Traditional Survivor Series tag match. Of course, Team Raw now stands as Lacey Evans, Peyton Royce, Lana, Shayna Baszler, and Nia Jax. Team SmackDown is currently Bianca Belair and Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan. I'm stumped on this. I actually don't know how they're going to go. I can see Lana being the final survivor for Team Raw. I think that would be a whole story where she overcome the odds and won for Raw. But then on the other hand, I can see Liv and Ruby pinning Nia and Shayna. But then saying that, they could do that and then Lana eliminates them. That's possible. But I would like to see Liv and Ruby and Bianca and whoever else they team with win. So I'm going to go with SmackDown because I want Liv Morgan to win. You know I'm a Liv Morgan fanboy. Liv Morgan, FTW. And let's just hope Lana goes through a table. The SmackDown Women's Champion faces the Raw Women's Champion. Asuka goes one-on-one with Sasha Banks. Of course, this is a huge match. Now, I know we've seen it before, but it's still a big match. A lot of fans will be into this. And I kind of feel like it's not been built at all. Again, Asuka's just done some stuff with the Survivor Series women's team on Raw. Sasha's not really doing anything Survivor Series related. I don't think she's really spoke about it that much. And I feel like WWE could have done a bigger job hyping this. This is their world champions of the women's division. But I do still believe Sasha Banks will win this match. And I think it's because right now she's getting a lot of publicity with the whole Mandalorian thing. So I kind of do feel Sasha is going to win. And then Asuka and Sasha can obviously do their own thing on their own brand for TLC. It makes sense. Maybe it's possible though, Bayley Costa, but I'm going to give the win to Sasha. Drew McIntyre, the new WWE Champion, faces Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion. It's new versus blue. And you know what? I cannot wait. I think this could be match of the night. The way they built this, so subtly, yet so good. It's the only interaction at this time between Raw and SmackDown prior to Survivor Series. I said it multiple times and I'll say it again. It feels like Rock versus Austin. It feels big. And they've wrestled before and it wasn't great. But I feel like this one will be. I feel like the heel Roman Reigns has really helped Roman. Drew being the biggest babyface of the company. He's now got a sword and everything. I can't wait. I'm going to say Roman Reigns. I don't see Roman losing a match this side of WrestleMania at all. And although, yes, Drew's just won the WWE title, the WWE title is not on the line. However, we could get a cash-in from The Miz. It will be 10 years since he last cashed in at Survivor Series against Randy Orton to win the WWE title. Maybe he does the same thing this year and dethrones Drew McIntyre, making it a less than 1 week title run. It's possible. I'm going to say it's going to happen. That's my prediction. And then we have Undertaker 30. 30 years of the dead man. The Phenom's final farewell. And you know what? I'm legit going to cry if this is a final farewell. If nothing else happens, that's it. That's me done. I remember watching the Last Ride documentary and that thing got me then. And Undertaker leaving his hat and gloves in the ring at WrestleMania in the past, that got me. So this is going to be a hard day for C Wrestling, I'm telling you. But I still hope. I've got hope of a Fiend attack. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. Whether it does or doesn't, it's not going to take away from how important this will be for us, for Undertaker, for wrestling. I think a lot of people are going to be watching the Survivor Series just because of Undertaker 30. I think we could get people show up. Maybe some of the Bone Street crew guys from the past, like Godfather, Rikishi. I saw somewhere Savio Vega's meant to be coming back for the night. I kind of wish they did a special Hall of Fame induction at Survivor Series for The Undertaker. I think that would have been really cool. A one-off special, like just The Undertaker. That would have been really, really nice. Just a nice caveat to end his career. But we're going to see what that's all about at Survivor Series. If we go for brand supremacy, from my predictions, I predict that Raw will come out with 4 points and SmackDown will come out with 2, making Monday Night Raw the winner of the 2020 Survivor Series. Kind of another little prediction. I want to know your thoughts on who you think's going to win the matches and what brand you think will overall be supreme at Survivor Series. Also, let me know what you think Undertaker's going to do in the comments section down below. Make sure you like the video, share the video. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you as always next time. Peace!